The good old Korg Monotron. Love it. Thank you, Mark Mothersbaugh, for that kind gift. Now, we must remember this. Remember. For God's sakes, remember. And welcome to another Thursday, a stream from home, which hasn't really happened a lot lately regularly. But now we're back into it. And in fact, just a quick thing here before I get into all the typical start of stream stuff. Next Thursday, speaking of live streams, our boy Tim will be here in the house, and probably Ann will be over here too for next Thursday's live stream. So Tim's coming to visit North Kakalaka. I believe he arrives here Monday. So yeah, next Thursday, live streaming from here with old Tim Nolan. But welcome to the Dork Side. Thursday, therapy for some, absolute time waste for other people. But we're glad you're here no matter what you consider this. We're going to be drinking some of this tonight. Now, this was a gift I got from my friend Fluffin' Muffin from Australia some months ago, and I'm ready to open this. But before we do that, or while we're doing that, I'm going to congratulate the first person to comment in the side chat, and you know what that means? That means their name goes into a hat this coming January, where we draw a prize to give away to them. And also we give a prize away to a name drawn out of a hat of names that is the last person to chat in the stream on any live stream I do this year. So, and this guy here is typically always first. Now, we're not quite sure what kind of wizard he is and why he can do that. I've tried to switch the startup times because if you know this stream, you know that the stream kind of goes live as far as the side chat goes around an hour or a little bit, maybe an hour and 15 minutes before I actually come on camera. So there's a lot of time there to get in first. But I've been starting typically for a long time. I was starting about 5:45 p.m. East Coast time. And then I switched it up for a little bit recently, and I was doing it like 10 or 5 to 6 instead of 15 till. And then today I did it like way early, like 20 minutes before 6 or something. So Ryder Jordan Gory Jury Lurie typically always gets there in time to be first. It's crazy. Tried to switch it up a little bit. But cheers. I'm going to say hi to everybody here in the chat. Okay, here we go. My Guinness. My goodness, that's good wine. Aussie wine. Ugh. All right, so Ryder has a great quote here. What is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to come in first at Michael Pilmer's weekly live stream. It is a great accomplishment, and you should be proud and tell your children all about it. Hopefully you will not have children, okay? Let's all just hope. Record man, Dave, what's happening? Howdy to you, my friend. Nice cowboy hat. And not young, my good friend Jeff for many years. You know, you got to be real early, man. You might want to just start looking at the computer in the morning and not take your eyes off it until it's time. Vincent is not very happy with Ryder, nor is 404 TV. Now, Amina's happy, and I'm happy you're here, Amina. What's up? Hail Thor. Amina's working on a cool project that will be announced soon. And hi, Amina. And here's my friend, good old T. I got to keep calling you by your Facebook name. That's how I know you. Good old T, who was with us in Vegas. Had some good times. Speaking of Vegas, I put up a little scrapbook video, a little short 8-minute or so scrapbook video of random video clips and photos that I had from the trip. And our friend T is involved in those pictures. And Robotandra. Now look at Robotussin, John. It's good to see you again, man. And thanks for coming here and making your eyes bleed with this content. And Zuna, hey, it's in full effect right now. Hopefully it's hitting you in the soul. If you haven't sold the soul yet, I sold my soul way before I was your age, so I can understand if it's gone. Now, Nick Tronic is here. He does a little wavy wave. Hi, wavy wave. And Eek. And, oh yeah. Good stuff. Now, wait a second. Hugo Toaster. Now you changed your name? Did you used to be huge? Or what is Hugo Toaster? I'm intrigued by that name, and I like it. It's almost as fun to say as Ryder Jordan Gory Jory Lurie, but not quite as fun. And there's my friend Tim saying hi to everybody. Yo, Tim. Hey, Tim. Timmy. Hello, Timbo. Yes, everybody's chiming in. So 404 says, wanted to make a small correction from the previous option about a remix of Disco Song. Oh, okay. Go on, dude. I am back from dead. Yeah, well, thank God you didn't actually make it to being dead. You know, you got to cheers to that. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, congrats, Robo John, for overcoming that trial in life. Hey, I'm not going to name drag, says Randy Deadwax. But if you are continuing to the first person with comments in chat, I will be forced to time you out consecutively. Give others a chance. You know who gives people a chance is me, because I've been changing up the start times a little bit, trying to give other people a chance, but people are just not on time. You have to be on time. Well, you have to be early, because if you're not early, you're late. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. Tim bailed on somebody. What happened? Tim said he was going to do something and he didn't. What's going on, T? Give me the details. Before Tim gets here, before he can defend himself. Give me the details. Okay, Peter Graves. Horns up. What's happening, Peter? Who else is here? Heckfar. What's up? 99 problems. That's 99 days till devotional? Really? That's some good mathematicianship there, Heckfar. Thank you for that. 99 days. Well, I'll have some announcements to make for that as soon as I can get a couple of confirmations from people. But yeah, we have news coming up. Yeah, well, first, last, it all adds up to being put in a hat for some prizes. And so the Reflex revision didn't remix Lift Freak, a guy named Stryker. Oh, okay. I see. So it wasn't the band Reflex. I would have thought that was weird because they're not really active these days. Oh, Douglas Gilbert. I did not see Madness. I had to leave that day to go back home. Devo, from all accounts, everybody in the crowd loved it. I've heard some great reviews. I don't typically get to see the Devo show, really, because I'm back behind the thing doing stuff, but I heard it was good. Now, Deadwax, if there was a jackass involved, the jackasses don't usually get anywhere first in life. Jackasses, they never win. So writer Jordan Gory Jurley is a winner. Well, he's not a winner, really, because his name went in the hat so many times last year. I can't imagine, like 30 or 50 times, and he still didn't win last year. It's a tricky situation in life. Hey, I don't know, but you guys, I was just interested if Reflex, the band, was involved. That's what really got my interest. That piqued my ear. Reflex did a remix. What? I got that meetup video thing queued to play once the stream ends. The meetup video. All right, I'm down. Oh, that's my friend Phil. What's up? Wow. Hey, I got a package from Sum 41 to open, Phil. Phil is my fellow hardcore Sum 41 fan, buddy. I am technically a new chatter, but I'm watching in secret. Oh, okay. Because there's another guy here who has the name Huge in his name. So I thought you were maybe him rebranding, but he goes to Toaster. Thank you for chiming in. I really appreciate it. I appreciate lurkers too. I do. But it's nice to hear from people every now and then and to put a screen name to the avatar, as it were. And I want you to know you're always welcome to come up and make noise with us at the end of the stream if you want. I know you know what that's all about, hopefully. Yeah, no sweat 404 TV, but you might want to look up the band Reflex. Politics of Dancing, Praying to the Beat. Great stuff they did in the 80s. Eddie's Physical Media, and we all know physical media rules. What's happening, buddy? Look, see, Dead Wax knows what's going on. Tim didn't bail. He just fell asleep. I'm so excited and nervous for devotional. I'm sure to turn static by then. Static is, I think, the new hip thing. I think the kids are really into turning into static these days. It's like they don't go on Discord anymore. They just turn to static. I heard it's real hip. Tim and I didn't have plans, but interesting. He should vacate as soon as I show up. Well, it's just as well. Just come on down here to North Carolina. Just follow him. The answer is yes, but you smell like 500 backdoor stickers. Hello, DJ Trish. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in our little 2 hours worth of just real bad dorkiness, It's like a problem. Yeah, I learned something about that, Michael. If you're on a PC, they actually log some. If you're on a phone, that chat moves a little bit faster. You got to figure out that techie stuff, which I'm not good at. Holding out to get a pint or two of Foster's. Wait a second. Oh, heading out. Well, cheers to you, Trish. Why don't you come back in the chat when you've had a couple of those? Maybe you'll be inspired to draw me some more fart work, because your work is great and it's posted right on my wall up there. Mm-hmm. Trish not only sends people CDRs of great compilations of music, thematic, but she also sent me some great fart art. Aha! Electrocrime. I knew I had heard. I thought, okay, so I got this package today from Melted Mind. And I remembered hearing that name somewhere, but I wasn't sure if I ordered something or what. So Electrocrime, we are going to open that today. Oh, here we go. Don't dox me, bro. Pumping Vinyl. Hopefully, Pumping Vinyl William learned a lesson today. He saw a picture of me, the thumbnail that I used to promote the stream. I was holding up a package like this, and it had my address on it. And he commented, "Bro, you just doxed yourself." And I was like, William, don't believe the hype. Doxing is a myth. Doxing doesn't really happen unless you're a millionaire or a really famous, sickeningly famous person. It just doesn't really happen. Or unless you have some kind of trashy ex-lover that's out to kill you or something. I don't have any of that shit going on. So my mailing address has been on the internets for decades, because that's how I would get people to contact me back in the day. Here's my address. And that's how I get people to send me stuff. So doxing, it's a myth. There's nothing anybody wants from me and my address except to send me stuff. So send me something, William. Come on, bloody hand. Come on, bloody hand. Nice to see you, William. Thanks for popping in. I hope you watched the stream. I know you tend to pop in the early times here, but give it a watch. Maybe take your shirt off, spread some peanut butter on you or something. Do something. Take you out of the reality for a minute. Hugo suggests me and a reasonably large group of friends actually ripped off noise jamming from you. Well, it's not ripping off, my friend. I consider it, you were just inspired, influenced by, which I would like to hear or see some of that. Do you do it on your channel? Do you record it? You should really consider coming on screen with us tonight. If I could find just you and another person to get on screen with me and Tim, we'll do it. I kind of really want to do noise tonight, but I'm not going to force it. 404 TV. Side note, I might try doing some sort of Devo remix breakdown on my own. Hey, go forth and create, my friend. First time. Dude, thanks for being here, Electrocrime. I love your name, but you really need to do something about the avatar. We need a nice Electrocrime-inspired avatar. That purple E, it's not getting it these days. Not getting it. Could I have a wrench so Deadwax doesn't time me out? No. That's just part of the process here. Deadwax will time you out if you haven't been timed out yet, typically. Depending on what kind of mood he's in. Now, it seems like he's a little feisty tonight. He seems like he's a little feisty. Hey, 404 TV knows what tea smells like. So there. Touche. That's a good word. It's a little bit big for me. I don't know a whole lot of foreign languages, but cheers. Drinking some Australian wine here. Taylor's. El Shiraz. Yo, Jay, it's time to rock that shit. What kind of shit? The kind of shit that makes Wilson flip. Remember that? Okay, feel free to just rub a bunch of Pilmer all over your chest. If you're not going to rub peanut butter on your chest, by God, just take a handful of Pilmer, smear it on. I don't know if they actually sell jars of Pilmer yet. Please, and thank you. Yes, this is why my address is everywhere. Here, mail it there. Mail it there, but don't use so many stamps from Sweden because it won't work in the U.S. This is a mystery package I got from Sweden, you guys. I'm so psyched. I'll just show you. Then, of course, we got the Melted Mind stuff here, and we got this from the mighty Sum 41, my favorite pop punk band, I must say. And they're kind of more metal in a lot of ways than pop punk, but from Tom Thacker, guitar player one of the guitar players of Sum 41. We're going to get into that. Physical media is so cool. Yes, especially in the age of Spotify and that kind of crap. I do not own Spotify, never listen to it, never will. Say no more, Pilmerius. I will say, well, I got an hour and 45 minutes to say stuff, so I'm going to have to keep talking. But for now, since we've gotten through saying hi to everybody here and answering their inquisitions, Phil, I can't remember when Hopscotch is. I might be in town. I can't remember, but contact me. Spoofy Pie. That sounds like a good name for a YouTube channel. But anyway, without further ado, I'd like to bring my friend Tim up here. You got to unmute yourself, Tim. And then I'm going to bring him up. You ready? Thumbs up, fingers up, ass up. All right, here we go. Boop.
Hey.
Ohio born and bound. Yeah.
Devolving where it started.
I was telling Tim about a tattoo I saw somebody post the other day. And if it was you and you're in the chat or you're watching, please let me know because I can't remember who posted it. But it was a man with a tattoo on his leg, on his thigh. It was a black silhouette of the outline of Ohio. And inside of it, it said, "Hell is real." Wow. I knew that when I was 10.
Oh, man.
That's funny.
Yeah, hey, 404. Let's see. Yeah, digital sucks, period. And physical media is always where it's at.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Last.fm. I don't know anything about Spotify. I very rarely save any kind of digital files of songs unless it's something I recorded or something I'm just trying to keep because it's not available in any other way. But yeah, I don't do that stuff. I'm just too.
And even if you have to, because like I do, if I have to. I was at Melissa's last night before the concert, and she had Spotify, and it's like everything I was trying to find, like they didn't have it. It's
Yeah.
like, in my opinion, it really sucks.
Phil, I would consider going to Hopscotch, but I'm certainly not going to buy a ticket. And there's only one band that I noticed on the whole roster that I really want to see, and it's Mutant Strain. So I don't know. Maybe I just don't buy festival tickets. It's just not my wheelhouse. But I can certainly go downtown and hang out and walk around and just not go in the paid shows. So that's far enough in front of my devotional trip. I think that I could do it, Phil. So I don't go to the devotional till the 19th, I believe. Digital is definitely more convenient, but physical stuff is so good to hold on to. Like, you have earned that record. Well, when I was a kid, and even now when I'm an adult, I really love when I'm listening to the record, looking at the cover, reading the liner notes, looking at the inserts, the poster, whatever came with it, and just I just absorb it all. But I don't really get a chance to do that very much, because literally, when I'm listening to music these days, unless somebody's over here visiting me socially, I only listen to, because I'm working really hard on listening a lot of eBay stuff, I only listen to things that I have to grade for eBay. Typically a lot of vinyl, sometimes CDs, very rarely cassettes. But I'm listening to stuff I don't want to listen to necessarily. But I do learn a lot about music that I do learn a lot about music that I would not ever check out. Like some gospel I've started to like. Black gospel and Southern hillbilly gospel stuff. And there's a lot of just stuff that I've just discovered, some prog rock stuff, some not much jazz that I like, but yeah, that's all I'm listening to. So I very rarely listen to music for pleasure unless I'm outside of the house or somebody's visiting these days. Hopefully,
he's
hopefully
firmly against the digital stuff. That's all I was wanting to say. He's like, yeah. Oh. And besides, Mike, that's not what was absorbing it. That was the Depends that have been absorbing things. So
thank goodness.
I know.
And I wear double ply.
And you didn't need to bring it up. I said I wasn't going to say.
Nuts. Carlin, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
He's a CD freak. I can do without him.
My band XJ. What does XJ stand for? 404. Planning to record on a ratty 4-track cassette recorder. Yes.
Nice.
A dumpster dive find.
Oh, even better.
That's some of my favorite, most fun bands I've been in, and one Tim hates the most. It all started with a crappy little 4-track that I barely knew how to use, and I just put stuff together until it made me laugh, and then that song was done. And that's how I did it.
And see, XJ, like, you need to put the details like on your liner notes or something, because like that's what physical media is about. Like really investing and getting to know something about the artist, beyond just the words of the music.
2 bands, Phil. What are the 2 bands? You got to go see Mutant Strain, Phil. Mutant Strain is my favorite hardcore band as of recent.
Oh, I didn't even see that Ken's here. What's up, Ken?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I scroll up. I saw him chime in
Ken,
there.
It looks like the clown's been nixed, because we're not seeing the clown.
He's back there. What, are you blind?
There's a huge head in the way.
What's up, Ken? Look at him. Look at him. What's up, Ken? All right. So, hey, Mariana, what's happening?
Hey, Mariana.
Xylophone jockey sounds good. Extra jelly sounds good too, Carla.
Nice.
404, take those and run with it, man, my friend. Okay, so let's talk a little. Oh, well, Tim, I wanted to ask you what's going on with you lately. Have you found any cool stuff lately, eBaying or otherwise?
I've gotten some cool stuff.
I know
like some of the stuff that you don't care for, but like I'm digging it. And I think it was somebody's avatar looked like a Zoetrope record, which that's what this is. I just got it last week. And the thing is, it's the anniversary edition, 25th. And I have the original, and I know a lot of people don't care for that. I like it. And I've got the original, so I'm not sure I want to open it, but I don't know if I should. But so that was one cool thing I thought. And I went to Savers here in Ohio. It's related to, it's like the sister company of Cause for Pause, which is in North Carolina that Mike and I go to a lot. And I've been really doing pretty well there. Not a ton of rock, but I got like 2 classical albums, really nice shape. The collector was clearly an audiophile because they had the audiophile sleeves inside. And these were just pristine. One, $100 record, one, 60, 70. Hey, how's it going, Adrian? And And so yeah, I've got a ton of those. I mean, a little bit of rock, got In Excess, Asia, stuff like that. But I never get 8-tracks there, and in North Carolina, that's usually where I see the most 8-tracks. But I picked these up, and in really nice shape. That's her first album.
I love me some Donna Summer.
And I didn't really know much about this album, but and it was a crappy movie from what Mike says, but it's got some decent songs on it, and I'm not even sure what it's worth. I imagine it's pretty uncommon because of when that movie came out.
It's like the early to mid 80s, yeah.
And what I did not realize, I grabbed it just because, but I get home and I'm looking it up, and like nobody has it. It doesn't sell what and I looked on Discogs, and I don't remember the number. It was like 2 or 3 people had it, and hundreds wanted it. And it was Go-Go's talk show on 8-track. And like, check out the condition of this. Like, normally the paper will bubble. Like, this thing's
that's
perfect.
Unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
I mean that's like their later album too. It's like
yeah.
That's like their last album. So it's very hard to find.
I think it was their last album.
It totally was their last album.
And yeah, yeah. So it was only available through one of the record clubs, and that's why it's so sought after.
Yeah.
And I think I had some other things here. I guess I had. Oh yeah, here. Oh, that's right, Mike. I was showing you, and like just some kind of interesting things. Of course, we all like stickers, and Mike and I definitely, because we're from here. But I picked like these up. This is a single. It was an early single. Obviously a demo for WMMS. That was one of the big radio stations here in Cleveland, and there was some kind of award that was given out every year for like the best rock radio station, and very ironically, they won every single year. And then long after they went to no format and all just digital BS, it came out that they had fixed it many years in a row. But yeah, so here's another one I grabbed. So yeah, just fun stuff.
Awesome. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Well, I want to talk about something that Zuna mentioned here. Zuna says, I'm obsessed with Oingo Boingo and Devo currently. It's been going on for years now, and it's rotting the outer parts of my skull. No, it's not rotting. It's not rotting your skull. I'll tell you what.
It's forming a rubber shield.
Rubber shield. Exactly. Now, so speaking of Oingo Boingo, I think you'll appreciate this, Zuna. So I have this folder of just stuff of Oingo Boingo that I've collected over the decades, right? And some of the stuff I have, and I'll just show you one because I think you'll get a kick out of this, is when I was a member of the Oingo Boingo fan club in the early 80s, right? And if I could see this. Okay, so this is one of the later ones I got. This is 87. So this is let me make myself bigger. Hold on. So this is the envelope came in from Darla at Boingo Homefront right there. And Darla and I were pen pals for years when I was going to school. And then when I went to college, we still wrote because this is my college address here. And then she drew this Boingo Withdrawal because that was after their 86 tour. And they didn't do much for a few years in between there and their next album, I don't think. A couple of years. And then here is the cool letter. Look at this. The Oingo Boingo Secret Society. We would write all the time, and I would tell her about what I was doing in school, my girl, who I was dating, and my girlfriends, and it's like she got me to meet Boingo at a show in 1986 in Virginia. Everybody but Danny, I was able to meet. But yeah, very cool. I was pen pal with Darla for years, and I just reached out to her on Facebook. I found her on Facebook thanks to somebody in Boingo who hit me to that. So yeah, there we go. Oingo Boingo fan club in full effect. So good on you, Zuna, for liking some good bands.
And also, like I'm sure, Zuna, that you've checked out his. Oh no, you haven't done it yet. Your Oingo collection.
No, I keep meaning to shoot my Oingo collection, but it's so huge. It's going to take It's going to take a lot of work to do that.
And I don't know if he's
I met the band back in '86, but I kind of met Sluggo over and over again every time I would go to LA in the 90s and early 2000s because he worked at a record store. Jiminy crickets. Sometimes Tim's butt sounds like a bunch of barking dogs for some reason. I think he's sick. I think he has to go to the hospital. Doctor My Ass sounds like a bunch of dogs. Yeah, you like that, Zuna? Yeah, that's cool. Well, I've got lots more of that stuff to show you one day, I guess. But yeah, Darla was really cool. She was kind of a, I don't know, she kind of made me feel better about myself than most people at school. Oh my fucking God. Okay. Okay, that's going to stay on mute for a minute. Yeah, that's not on brand here. That's way off brand. When are we getting the Michael Dummer iceberg? What does that mean? What does that even mean? I don't know what that means. Who's Marion out trying to get you to check out? Oh, cardiacs. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, I think you're gonna dig some cardiacs. I don't know. I don't know an iceberg list. What is that? I don't know what you're talking about. Is that? I don't know. Sounds like an IPA beer. The
No,
iceberg
he's saying,
IPA.
oh, you don't know an iceberg list.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh,
Do you know
and
what it is?
Zuna, I don't know.
What's an iceberg list?
Hang on a second. Aaron, that is, I don't know if he's here right now, but he's often in the chat. Check out his page because he
Aaron's
knew
not here.
Oingo early on, and he hung out with him all the time.
Oh, you're not talking
and
about
he's got a
Mr.
lot of
Bizarro,
pictures on his
Aaron. You're talking about Aaron Williams, the
Yes.
Devo fan. Okay, yeah. Most people know Aaron as Mr. Bizarro here, so.
Oh, okay. No. Aaron, it comes up as Aaron here.
Yeah. But if you say Aaron, most people think you're talking about Bizarro. Hugoster. Yeah. Thank God somebody did hit me to cardiacs. I wasn't hip to them way back then, but in the last 15 years, maybe 20 years now, I have been hip to them. But I don't own a lot. I think somebody sent me, a friend of mine sent me a reissue 7-inch or something of theirs, which I own, but that's about it. That's all I own of theirs. Now I wanted to talk a little bit, and Ken, you're here, right? Ken's still here. He's an eBay seller, so I want to talk a little bit about eBay for a second. Wait a second. Doctor My Ass, I would buy that on 7-inch. Doctor My Ass. Okay. As long as there's the most common stuff at the top, but who makes the list and who reads the list and who cares about the list? Why is there a list? I don't understand. Why is it called iceberg? Oh, Dave the Pickup Artist is back with jokes. I have not felt right since you haven't thrown a joke or two at us, Dave. Thanks for being here, man. Even though you say the same jokes again and again, it's okay. I love it. Oh yeah, that 10-inch is great. That's their early stuff. And there's a version of that 10-inch with a spray painted cover that the band made, and it's worth probably $3,000 if you find it. I don't even have that in my Boingo collection, and I got a pretty sick Boingo collection.
Hey Zuna, message me your address, and you too can have that 10-inch.
Oh yeah. For a while, it wasn't too hard to find. Iceberg, because it's a metaphor for the deep, dark depths beneath the iceberg where nobody sees anything. Man, I'm not hip to all that, but I'm kind of liking what you're saying about it. Hey.
And Dead Wax is saying something here.
Vanilla Gorilla, what's happening? Nice to see you, man. Your left
man.
gun. What was wrong? Was the right one infected? And he can only sign, because I would have had him sign right across both.
No. The left was too small. The right was bigger.
Oh, he's got lopside ass. He's got lop ass.
Yes.
We need to hear about King's 10-inch, and he's going to send it to Zuma.
Maybe you do, Randy.
Yes, it has a cat on it. And let me tell you the story about that cat, Adrian. I don't remember all the names and particular dates and stuff, but the story of that cat is it was drawn by an artist. Well, I don't know if they were an actual artist, but it was an insane person who was very paranoid, schizophrenic, heard voices in the head. I don't know if it was a girl or a guy. I can't remember, but they obsessively drew a bunch of cats during the height of their insanity. And that was one of the cats they drew, was that cat with all the rays coming off of it. But if you Google maybe schizophrenic cat art or something, it may come up. I remember hearing about it way back in the day when that Boingo album was out and about in the 80s. And some crazy person painted that cat. And I don't know if they've used other versions of that person's art on other Boingo things, but they kind of went with that cat thing for the Nothing to Fear album. They had that weird cat Christmas gifts and stuff. The weird cat at the Christmas tree, I remember. Tim is being serious. Yes, he is. Boingo Cardiacs, yeah. Marion knows good music, especially 80s stuff.
Yeah,
Hell
I
yeah.
have it, and I have their albums. You know, it's like I don't ever play the 10 inches. So
Lop Ass is a good name for a vinyl community channel. Okay,
Dan
right.
Doctor in the house.
Yeah, that's stuff that nobody hears because who knows if it really exists. Pardon me.
Do you hear Mike? Dan is joining us.
Dan? Where's Dan?
Dan Doctor.
Oh, yeah. Well, we already put his joke on the screen. Hell yeah, we did.
Was that when my dog was barking?
Oh, no, I thought you were talking about Dave. Sorry, you said Dan. There we go.
Yeah.
Look at that little picture of Dan.
Gotta love it.
Wait a second.
And Dan is a game show star.
The wax still eating stuff. I ate something off the ground the other day. I was walking with my friend Brad, and what did we have? We bought some kind of little snack or something, cookies or a crack, whatever it was, and we dropped one on the ground, and I quickly swooped it up and ate it because it was yogurt. It was a donut. It was a donut.
No, it was yogurt.
It was a cinnamon donut. Put it in my mouth. It dropped on the ground. I picked it up before 3 seconds happened, and plus my immune system is now
and he had a couple before that happened.
So I could give Wax some ideas on what to eat off the ground. Oh, CDs. Try to find the vinyl. Mm-hmm. Oh, but I don't think Oingo Boingo necessarily made them. That was a Richard Elfman project. Yeah. And hey, everybody. So I want to talk a little bit about eBay. Because as you know, you probably know, me and Tim have sold stuff on eBay for many years, 25 years for me. And over the last 10, 15, 20 years, it's really become part of my income that I rely on. So lately I've been doing a lot of that. And I have to say shout outs to Record Man 1961 and my friend T, who have been buying stuff from me on eBay. And thank you very much for your support and your continued support, like repetitive support. But we've run into a couple of problems. And I keep getting these complaints from buyers. Luckily, most of them are people I know who say when they buy one item from me, they can't put any more in their shopping cart because it gives them an error saying that this seller restricts anybody from buying more than one item in 10 days, like the same person. So I was like, what do you mean? So the first time I actually did something about it was a couple weeks ago when this guy whose name is Classy Plastic on eBay reached out to me about buying some video stuff and VHS stuff. And he was like, look, you might want to look at your settings because I get this warning that you don't accept purchases from the same buyer within 10 days, only one item every 10 days. And I'm like, why would that be a setting for one thing? But let me go look at it. And I called eBay and I looked into it and they direct me to a place where, yes, there was a setting that by default, mind you, was checked to block people from buying more than one item from me in 10 days. Now I'm like, who in their right mind, if they're a seller paying for a store on eBay, would want to block anybody from buying more than one? It just doesn't make sense to me. And it was default. It was nothing I ever set on purpose. So I unchecked it. This was back on June 6th or 9th or something like that. So unchecked it, thought it was fixed. Well, today I get two more messages, one from T, one from Record Man, saying, yeah, we can't put more than one item in our cart. So I called eBay again. I was like, what the hell is going on? So we went through all this stuff, making sure that all my settings were right. And I'm still getting people telling me they're getting the 10-day warning. So now eBay has a bug ticket. I have a bug ticket number. I made them give me a number to refer to so that I can call and check on it. Because I'm like, this is not cool. If I'm paying you to run a store and you are restricting my buyers because of
they're
setting.
Not caring ever.
But
I'm going to jump in and say, Mike, they said it had to do with that breach that happened a week or so ago.
No, because it's been going on for months. It's been going on for months, this setting.
No, but like, remember I told you, like, something went in and changed all my settings in
Well, I
eBay
don't
and
know
many
about
things.
any ghosts or anything like that, but I'm just knowing that I didn't click that
No,
box to
and
restrict
I
people.
fixed mine and it'll do it again.
Yeah,
It's
so
there's just kind of
I
a
told
lot
him
of
it's
crap going on.
uncool. I told him it's uncool. I can't run a
Oh,
business like that if you're going to be telling me I have to block. So they said, well, there's something obviously wrong here if you don't have that setting set. So they're looking into it. But I wanted to apologize to people who have been dealing with that crap. It's just really something that is uncalled for. But we're still making some
and you know,
sales.
it's eBay, everybody. They I had a probably the last 2 years, maybe 2.5 years, they would automatically relist items that I sold, and I wouldn't know because I had like 2,500 items, and they'd sell. I'm like, I'd look up and oh, that this sold a year ago, and blah blah blah, and yeah, they're still working on that issue too.
Oh, shit. I got
eBay.
this thing up there. Sorry. Um, the Lax has found a larger home. He's moving into a phone booth. Did he have a home smaller than a phone booth? That doesn't make any sense. I don't
It
understand.
was that bathroom that he smokes in.
Yeah, this seller only allows buy. Now, who in the right mind? There was somebody on eBay that tried to tell me that, oh, some people do that because they just get so many sales, they have to slow them down every now and then. I'm like,
Don't
that
give me
doesn't
money.
that doesn't sound like it's every seller, and it doesn't sound like it should be a default setting that's checked without my
It's
knowledge.
not
Like,
any seller.
yeah,
It's not
no.
any seller.
So it's like it's just ridiculous. But you know what? I hope I talked to somebody who knew what they were talking about, who had commanded the English language, and
Todd stays up too.
I got a reference number and everything, and he agreed totally that that is not cool and it should be looked into. So he said I should be able to call back tomorrow to see what they found out thus far. So I will do that.
Yeah, good luck with that. But Todd's saying this.
Yeah, no, that it's been happening for months. And at first, I was just ignoring what people were saying because I was like, I don't have anything set. Why would I have that? No, it's got to be some other weird thing. Whatever, I'll just work around it. And I would just take the items off eBay, sell it to them through Facebook or something,
Yeah,
and we were good, right? So yeah, I
exactly.
guess I'm like, oh, what's
Hey,
up,
Vinyl
Vinyl
Dreamscape.
Dreamscape? Now, Tim, you can't just be throwing stuff up there willy nilly because I'm doing the same thing.
I know, throwing up willy nilly.
I throw willy down and nilly up.
No, yeah, we'll
Hey,
change the subject here.
man, if you could live in a box of matches, that'd be cool. Of course, the matches would have to be out of there. I'm sure there's somebody who's made a house out of a box of matches. Probably Rob the Wax. Well, that's pretty inventive, if you ask me. Cheers to the Waxed. If I could, I bet you living in a box of matches would be a lot cheaper than where I'm living. Yeah, I think it's TOM, but yeah, Tom. No, you know what? He told me about his band Gob, and what I was really interested in is the Gob T-shirt he showed me with a toilet on it. So he's supposed to be sending me one of those, but I can't wait to open the box he sent me, dude. He told me about what he was going to send me, kind of, but it feels like there's more in here than he told me. So, but yeah, Tom's
What's
great.
up?
I met him a few years ago. He is, I guess, probably the biggest Devo fan within Sum 41. So I gave him some cool stuff, and every time I see him, I give him some cool shit. So, yeah, Tom's great, and I think he's on break. Oh, he's on tour right now. I think he comes back to his home in New York while I'm going to be up there next month in July. So hopefully we'll run into each other. Jerry Layton, what's happening? Nice to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. You and Vinyl Dreamscape and Dave and Mike, Miko, all you guys, thank you for coming by. I've been out of touch with the streaming for a while because I've been traveling a lot in May, but now I'm back into it. And yeah. Now, I mentioned it earlier about that cat drawing. Lewis Wayne, who is schizophrenic. Yeah. Look that up. Come on, Tim. Get that thing out of there.
Where are we coming?
I'm muting you. Yeah, so Carl Perkins. What? Wait a second. Carl Perkins are going crazy. Shoot me that direct number for their service and the incident number for reference. Okay, it's not a direct number. You have to go within eBay and go to help and contact or whatever. And then you have to click through a bunch of things and keep saying, eventually you want to get into their chat with their automatic chat thing and just keep saying, call me, hit whatever prompts they ask you to hit. And eventually they'll say, we're going to call you in 2 minutes. Is this the number? And they show you the last 3 digits of your phone number or something. And you click yes. And then it says, okay, we'll call you in 2 minutes or 7 minutes or whatever. And then they do immediately call you back, but you cannot call them. Todd. So you need to go into their system, go to help and contact, wade through all the crap where they try to get you to do the automated chat, which never helps. And then eventually somebody will call you. That's how you have to do it. And if you want the direct or the reference number, I don't have it in front of me right now, but message me and I'll get you that. And also let me know if you liked any of that other stuff I showed you, any of that other vinyl to add to your package that you're buying from eBay. Let me know. Yeah. So
Adrian,
thank you, Sooner, for that.
Hang on, Adrian. I don't know what you're saying. Matchbox 20.
What are you talking about Matchbox 20 for here?
That's why I'm asking. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is the one time you need to put a comment on the screen. Okay.
It's on the screen.
Yeah. Whew. Oh, she's talking about because I guess Wax lives in I don't know, Matchbox. Oh, it's another Matchbox thing. Is the Carl Perkins thing? Okay, you guys are on this Matchbox thing, and the only Matchboxes I knew when I was a kid were those cars, Matchbox cars. And here's what I've been looking
but Mike, our buddy Matt Horton, he plays guitar for Matchbox 20 and Rob Thomas.
He doesn't play guitar. He's a guitar tech.
No, he plays guitar. He did for those tours. That's what he told me, anyways.
Maybe not on stage.
No, he said he did, and like a couple of them he offered me tickets.
Where it didn't happen. I don't think he's been on stage. That would be funny seeing little Matt Horton playing guitar on stage with anybody.
Well, I mean, I was surprised, but it's Matchbox 20. You know?
But speaking of Matchbox cars and Hot Wheels and those kind of things, there is one, not a specific car, but a specific vehicle I'm looking for. If anybody can find it in a Matchbox or Hot Wheel format, obviously not for a lot of money, but I'm looking for one of those box trucks that you see in New York City, those white box trucks that are always tagged up with graffiti. They're just a generic little white box truck. And I don't know if Hot Wheels or Matchbox or any of those people ever made those, but I never find them when I'm at flea markets or something. So I'm looking for a little white box truck that's just plain that I could tag up. Sometimes the instrument techs get an occasional Battlefield promotion. That's another thing I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, so yeah, eBay. Crazy stuff, but thank you for those who've been supporting. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my eBay store in the chat just in case you're curious. And what I sell on my eBay store is a lot of physical media, music, and a little bit of pop culture stuff, and maybe every now and then a random thing that doesn't fit in any of those categories. But mostly it is records, tapes, CDs, and music-related stuff. So there is my store there in the chat if you're so inclined to go check it out. I do list things almost every day, new things. I have about 12 or 1,300 items up right now, and more stuff may be going up tomorrow. Oh, speaking of tomorrow, I have rehearsal tomorrow with my band Silica Gel. Some of you guys might know this electronic noise, experimental sound play band that I was in the 90s. We're doing a little reunion show, very short set, maybe 4 songs, I think. And we're doing it at Lump Gallery here in Raleigh, and it's going to be June 22nd, which is when Tim's going to be here. So I'm going to be doing that. I have rehearsal tomorrow, and we had one rehearsal last Monday, the first time I've played Silica Gel music live in 30 years. So it was really interesting to try to do it. And we did shoot a little video, and I will put a song's worth of that video up on YouTube, pardon me, sometime soon. So there's that. Yeah. Little white box truck, Matchbox, Hot Wheels, or other brand. Hey, Jerry, thanks for being a creator. Thanks for being an artist, and we'll see you around. Thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it, man.
Take care, man.
You rock. What is this? Who's that?
It's my eBay.
Oh, there's Tim's eBay. Cool. Right on. Why didn't yours have your name in it like mine does?
I don't know. I mean, actually, no. Yours has 2. You have 2 links for yours. One has your name, and one says Obsesso.
Huh. Well, I mean, it still says a name. Yours doesn't say your name at all.
No, but my other one, like,
Shithouse on volume what? Is that Shithouse on volume what?
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks, Zuna, for saving the link. I appreciate it. All right, Todd. Silica gel disco. Well, there is a couple of songs
Now that I could get into too.
that may apply to that, but I do have a little something I brought up from my collection. It's Disco Dynamite, and it's a K-Tel comp. And what's cool about this record, before I get the disco going for your donation, and I appreciate that number that you donated, I want to tell you about this. It's a Disco Dynamite comp, K-Tel, and the thing about this, it's continuous dance music. And what that means is that these songs are mixed together, so there's no blank spaces between songs. That's really cool.
No dead
and the song I've chosen. Excuse me, Tim?
There's no Randy between the songs.
There's none. No, dead space, not dead. Dead wax is at the end.
Dead wax is where there's dead wax.
No. I don't believe it. I'm going to do a Casey and the Sunshine Band song today because I love Casey. And that song is, and here's the Crochet Clown. By the way, if you don't know, this is the Crochet Clown disco that's getting ready to happen. And that happens when somebody sends a little super chat, a little nice, cute donation. And Tim, I'm trying to do this right now. A little nice donation. And that's what this is here in the green. And there's a little 666, which is also nice. And look how the green matches my lava lamp right there and my jewelry. Huh? Is that
wait? Don't show that.
Isn't that great? So this is what we do. So the Crochet Clown's back here in the corner. The top of his head's cut off, but you can see his face. And he loves a damn good disco. And so when somebody donates, we get the disco going, and then I recite a little bit of a disco song. In this case, it's going to be shake, 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 shake your booty, shake your booty. Oh, shake, 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 shake your booty. Oh, shake your booty. Casey rules. I have met Casey. He was great. Great guy. Okay, so yeah, there's the Crochet Clown disco. And then what happens after the disco? This guy here, Super Chat Charlie, whose whole mission in life is to celebrate Super Chat donations. He does this. He lights up his toilet, and his eyes steal your soul. It's easy as that. Soul's gone. Thank you for playing. I appreciate you, T. Thank you for that. Very kind.
That's so weird.
There we go. Dead Wax is going to be given away next week here at Devo Energy Dome. Devo 12-inch album and 7-inch single. And Dead Wax, if you need to buy all that stuff from me beforehand, you just get in touch with me. That'll be great. You buy it and you give it away. Fantastic.
And dude, like, come on, everybody. We got a big thank you to Randy because he didn't have to do that, but that's how much he cares.
And he didn't have to send me his firstborn either, but he did.
Well,
we won't show him right now
because he wasn't really going along with that. So,
pretty Charlie, everybody wants his toilet. You don't let no one near it. The way he teases them is such a shame. He's got all the humans calling his name. Okay, Tim, I know you don't know that song, but in the chat, what is that song? Do you know it?
Yeah.
What is it? What are you doing? Don't look it up.
Busy. Your thing. I'm not.
Tell me the song. Oh, forget it. Somebody already said it.
Yeah.
Tim, your brain's off, by the way. Sue balls. Wow, 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 wow. Hell yeah. I like so balls. That's so balls. Tim's knowledge of Devo music is so balls. Fucking Tim, dude. All right. He's putting his eBay again. There we go. There's the thing. I wonder what that other link leads to.
And it was on my page. I just cut and pasted.
You probably put somebody else's. Randy should go to North Carolina next week. Randy, I've been trying to get Randy to come visit. Hey, Randy, instead of sending me that package you said you were going to send soon, just bring it out here, dude. Come on. Free
Come on,
room
everybody's
and board.
doing it, Randy.
Free room and board. I mean, Jalen's coming out July. Tim's coming out in a few days. I mean, come on. Join the party. I think even my friend Rob Ripper is coming out to visit sometime. And also, you guys, sometime this year, and I'm going to really try to make this happen, I talked to Thor, the rock warrior from Canada, the other day, and we have plans to work on a documentary movie about a 1998 tour that I went on with him. It was crazy. It was the first tour I'd ever been on in my life. It was nuts. And we got a lot of video footage and a lot of stories. And we have not watched the video footage since we shot it in 1998. I hope I said 98, not 88 before, but yeah, 98. And so my goal is to dig up those VHS tapes, pardon me, and get him to come out here and watch them with me, and possibly even Rusty, if she's around. Rusty was also part of the Thor band in the 80s and the 90s during the 98 tour. So anyway, my goal is to get them here to review the footage with me so we can pick out the best parts and figure out how to edit it together, but also to get video of us watching the footage for the first time and getting our reactions. And because it's going to be wild, there's going to be a lot of stuff we don't remember. The stuff I do remember is really going to be fun to watch. So anyway, that's another person that's come out to visit. So Dead Wax, just come on out, dude. Come on, drive down here. It's what, 666 miles, right? And I'm not even lying. Dead Wax is 666 miles away from me, which is a good number. Mm-hmm. Just wonders. I'm going to pour another glass of wine. Is that okay? Everybody?
I'm appalled that you haven't yet.
Charlie? Okay. Got to run stuff by people. You don't want to just go be crazy, and offend people. Vanilla Gorilla. I'm so glad all kinds of wild friends have showed up here. And we're getting ready to, I'm going to open some mail real bad. Okay.
And Jerry said he's going to try. He didn't split. He's going to try to stay and listen while I hurt this customer.
Hold on a second. Who's hurting who?
Jerry.
There's the real lyrics.
Sorry. Yeah, I just put it up. So,
Tim, come on now. Trigger finger.
No, I told you about it, and I.
Are you ignoring the blue and pink balls allegations, Tim? Tim's good at ignoring
that too, Zuna. I only heard about the pink balls.
Wait. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Thanks. I mean, you're going to see it. Where's the pink balls? Oh, Tim, are your balls pink? I feel like they're gradient blue. Look at that face, Fred. You know they're pink.
Oh, okay. I did not see the gradient blue. Yeah, I don't know. I've never had him out.
He's never seen his balls. I mean, there's only so much you can see.
I mean, like, you're going to cut yourself open to see him? No.
He's going to have to stand on his head in front of a mirror to see his balls. And that's not going to happen in Tim's life.
Okay.
Pink is greater than blue, allegedly. Well, I would agree. I would wear a pink shirt before a blue shirt. That's for sure. I didn't split. Going to try and listen while I heard. Okay. Oh, you're going to tattoo somebody against their will. Okay.
I told you that. Oh, right.
Well, you didn't know it was tattooing, though.
No, I did not.
Do you have Ramones Reel to Reels, Tim?
I have a radio show.
Yeah, not a release, not a commercial thing. Did they release anything on Reel?
They never made a commercial one.
Oh, okay.
Like punk was very uncommon.
Okay, type a 1 in the chat if you think Tim should do more videos on his Reel to Reel collection or his music collection in general.
Oh my God. Yeah. And type a 2 when you're coming to Tim's to do that because, yeah.
What does that mean, Tim? You want somebody to do the video for you?
I'm saying I'm busy and I'm not going to do it right now.
I'll give you a night off on Thursday if you want to do videos.
It takes more than one.
That's 2 hours. You know how many videos you can shoot in 2 hours, dude? That's a lot.
I can't do them in 2 hours.
Hide and be shiny in secret, Tim. People know what you're up to.
Oh, you mean the gross hairy things? You didn't say that.
Amina, don't let people kill you with pink balls because that is
no. That's a horrible way to go.
That might be a good way. It's better than a car accident or cancer.
No, a car accident's quick.
How'd she die? Somebody killed her with pink balls, and it was Tim's pink balls. It was the pink balls that Tim has never seen, but he killed her with it.
See?
Now
I'll take the car accident.
I'll take it, Tim.
You'll take what?
One. More videos of you talking about your collection, you ridiculous human.
Well, and Randy, of course, I try not to tell him, but I did tell him about one Holy Grail that I did acquire like a couple months ago. So,
told who what? Oh, Reel to Reels.
Yeah,
it's just not worth anything unless you do a video of it. Okay, now here we go. We're gonna open some mail now, everybody. Can we do that?
No,
please.
Okay.
And think about this, everybody. If you want to do noise with us, oh, Tim, you can be here if you want. If you want to do noise with us, just type the word noise in chat so I know that you're interested in coming on screen, because that will start in 45 minutes. All right. This is from my friend at Melted Mind Incorporated from the beautiful state of South Carolina. Okay. Don't know what's in here, but here we go, guys. I love opening mail, especially mystery mail. Oh, that was nice. Pardon me. It's jingly jangly in here.
For a second, butter knives in the house.
Look at this. Butter knives, what's up? I thought for a second you said, hold on. I thought, hey, Dan. All right, maybe come by and visit, Dan. Let's see. Butter knives. I thought for a second you said you wanted to poop in for a second.
And you got to make some duty for now.
You can come on in and poop if you want. But Talia, what's up? Nice to see you. Of course. Strangely in sync. I don't think it's strange at all, you guys. Now, this is what I got from Melted Minds. Employee Handbook, Weirdo Punk Scene. This looks good. And look at there's all kinds of stuff in here. Look, Michael, hope you like it. Brandon. Aha! I know your real name now.
Wow, nice.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. Oh, yeah. We'll start with les stickers. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. I remember seeing this on maybe your Instagram page, Brandon. Maybe something like that. I remember seeing that logo. Oh, look at this. Employee identification.
Nice.
It's a nice thick card, too. Look at that.
That's sweet, man.
That is. Wow. It's heavy. Look at this. Remember. Just added, a few years to it. Okay, and then dig these. You know how much of a fan I am of pinbacks. Now, this is a pinback button and a magnet, dude.
Bye, Butter.
Bye, Butter. Pooping and ball revealing. Zuna. Butter, thanks for stopping in. Go do your homework. Oh, let's see here. Look.
And good luck on your finals.
Nice design. They won't matter later in life. Don't worry about them. Look.
Adrian wants to make sure you wipe well.
There's this art. Oh, my God. I remember that. Look, this is really well laid out. I love this. And nice, thick, glossy paper.
I was just like, what's the cover?
Semi-gloss paper. What do you mean, what's the cover?
Like, is it like, what's it made? Is that paper? Is that cardboard?
It's just a stock. The cover is slightly thicker than the pages, but the pages are nice.
Okay. And it looks really nice. Nicely
done.
Done.
It is. Oh, wait, Prison Affair. I know them.
And
Prison Affair, I think, is playing with maybe Snooper or Mutant Strain from Barcelona, Spain. Maybe they played the synth punk Diode. I've heard of them too. Wow, this stuff looks great. Is Mutant Strain in here, I wonder? Hold on. Let's see what else is in here.
The employee ID card.
Look, Wendy's used to have an all-you-can-eat buffet for $3. This is a great zine.
He was telling you that the ID card is made out of PCB material.
Right on. PCP, huh? Wow, that's nice. I don't know what PCB is, but it sounds cool as hell.
Isn't that it's like carcinogens. It's in the power ballisters on the poles.
In the chemtrails. Promo Affair. Yeah, that's where I've heard of that. I'm gonna see Snooper next month, but they're playing with Mutant Strain. I don't know if Prison Affair is with them on the show. I'm gonna see in North Carolina, but I got to hear some Prison Affair because I've heard their name thrown around a lot. Thank you so much for the zine and the stuff, Melted Mind. This is really cool. Oh, look what I just found running around here. I'm going to eat it. Tim. Oh, yeah, Tim's muted because of his noisy household. Let's see. Next up. Oh, Great envelope. I'm going to reuse Melted Mind. I'll always reuse those great envelopes. The next up is this mystery package that I got from Sweden. Okay, mystery. It's from somebody named David Pedrosa. I think it's Pedrosa.
I didn't like this. The look. It was that one corner like bent.
Tim, we don't talk about what you don't like here.
I just saw that. I was like,
nothing's bent. It's okay.
I've had too many damaged records.
Okay, let me tell you something. I've gotten some comments on some of my videos where I unbox things about how hideous it is that I use a razor blade to open my packages. Now,
because you could accidentally nick the content.
No. If you use it right, you don't want to. Okay, one thing you don't want to do is take it straight on and dig into it.
Of course,
it's almost flat when I use it. Watch, I'll show you. See, it's like this. It doesn't go like this at all. It goes like this. See, it's at an angle, so it's really just cutting into the top layer of cardboard. It's not even going down.
And Mike, you sound much better right now. Please do that for the rest of the duration.
Oh, it's because my balls are talking.
Are they pink or blue?
Yeah, I guess that's up to you. It's up to the chat.
Ken, I don't know. Where can you get such entertainment as on this Pilmercast? Is it entertainment? Is it punishment?
Any dumpster in town?
Death sentence? I'm not sure.
Any dumpster in town will do.
I mean, it's definitely part of that, yes.
God, this thing's got a lot of stuff. But see, you never put the blade facing the product. It always faces into the cardboard.
Zuna had a comment for you, Mike.
Well, I would say from time to time you'll have that.
Well, he uses that big knife and he slips a lot. So yes, and they probably will never heal.
I slip in the mess that Tim's makes with his ass.
Hey, that wasn't only my mess.
Look at this. From Sweden. Okay.
I mean, you'd have to listen to it just based on the picture.
Look at this great letter. I hope he doesn't mind me reading it.
Well, I mean, scan it, make sure it's not.
And then I'll show you the record. First Boy in the Moon. And it says here, printed under First Boy in the Moon, it says printed like part of the stationery. It's one small step for man, one giant leap for indie music. First Boy on the Moon is a rock quartet from Sweden formed in 2019, fronted by singer-songwriter David Pedrosa, who sent me this record. And there's their links. And it says, 31st of May, 2024. Hello, Michael. I'm a new fan of your YouTube channel. What a great job of bringing to us entertaining clips you are doing. I am also a fan of Devo. Been listening to them most of my life. Enclosed, find a promo copy of my band's new LP. I hope you enjoy the music. If so, please consider sharing about it with your viewers. Yes. What I'm going to do is, thank you. I like a handwritten letter. That's nice.
Oh, yeah. That's rare.
And look at this.
And it's a promo.
It is.
Does it say promo anywhere?
I don't know how that is indicated. It doesn't seem to be. But I'm not going to open it here. I'm not going to open the record. I'm going to do a video on new vinyl finds, and I have a little stack of stuff I've been getting lately. So this will have some needle drops done on it in the next, I'm guessing, couple weeks. And, we'll let people hear this. The cover is really fantastic. Who does the graphics?
Yeah, it's cool. And Randy had a comment, Mike.
Doesn't say.
That he felt it necessary to share with you.
Well, it's not about liking it, Deadwax. It's your duty now for the future. It's really your service to mankind.
It's not supposed to come out as duty.
It's like that's the kind of service I would thank somebody for. Not really.
And Hugo's still talking.
I don't really thank people for their service in the typical way because I don't appreciate that service at all.
No, he thanks them for the surface of the walls after they've browned a room.
Browning a room takes talent and skill.
And time.
Ball Talk is the new stoner rock band.
But here, Zuna had a comment. Oh, no, right there.
Everybody's into sack art these days. Now, I'll tell you something about sack art. I actually do have some sack art.
Do tell.
I have a Sockeye album called Retards Hiss Past My Window that was, I think it was released in 1990 something, maybe 1990. And it's basically a pink album cover with a bunch of little black line drawings on it. So there's a lot of pink space on it. So when I was friends with those guys in Sockeye, and I had, I was able to meet with them face to face. I actually had Daryl from Sockeye sign the album by putting his balls into an ink pad and pressing them onto the record. So that, I think, is sack art. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, he put his balls in the ink pad, which I still own. I think I still own the ink pad. So if you've gotten anything
his balls or the ink pad,
if you've ever gotten something rubber stamped from me in the mail, it's probably the same ink pad that he put his balls in 1990. So next time you go up to your favorite band member and you have an album cover, bring an ink pad and see if they'll put their balls on, or at least one ball. I think he put one ball. Maybe it was. I don't know if he put them both. But so I'll show you that one day. When that album is reissued, which it should be really soon on a label called Rescued from Life, RFL Records, I will show you the original signed album that I have. Mushroom art. Hey, man, you want to get psychedelic with it? Go nuts. Nuts.
No, not. He's saying not nuts.
Martin Jones. What's up, Martin? Holy crap. Hey, Martin. I love the Dr. Detroit song, but I'll tell you, the best version that I've heard, there was a vinyl press kit, pardon me, that was released for the Dr. Detroit movie. And basically what it was a silver box with the Dr. Detroit logo, and it said audio press kit on it. And inside was an album and some photos from the movie and some information sheets, kind of like a press kit. And there's an instrumental version of Dr. Detroit on the album. And there's also little, I think they call them bumpers, just little pieces of music that they would use to go in and out of their interviews that they were doing or their show on Dr. Detroit. So these little bumper pads of music and instrumental versions of the song. And that's my favorite versions I've ever heard. I mean, I love the regular version with the lyrics and everything, but hearing the audio press kit versions with no lyrics are really cool.
And on that note, Mike, don't forget, I have the reel-to-reel press kit of Dr. Detroit.
But is it a real press kit? Does it have all the stuff on it, or is it just a radio interview?
It's not in a silver box, but it has everything that you just described.
Really? Go get it. Can we see it?
Dude, it's no, I can't. I can get it for next time. Next week.
Okay, yeah, I'd love to see it, or do a video on it, actually. Then everybody can see it. Martin, I don't know if I'll be able to come because here's the thing. The Dickies shows, I think they're right around September is when you're talking about. That's the same time I have to go to devotional. So, I mean, Stan Lee even asked me to come run merch for them for those shows, but I can't because it's exactly the same weekend as. But, Martin, why don't you come down and visit North Carolina, buddy? Dude, we'll go record shopping like a motherfucker. Now, Fruit Loom headquarters is where Vinyl Gorilla lives. You're talking about the wax living in a matchbox. Vinyl Gorilla is doing it right. He lives at the Underwear Factory. Everybody, let's hear it for the Underwear Factory.
No, Mike, a cheers to the Underwear Factory.
I want to start a band called Underwear Factory. I really do. Now, this is the Grand King package here.
It's the Grand Illusion.
Tim, we got to put you down here.
No, I'm going to remove for that.
Check this out. From Tom of Sum 41. Okay, I'm so eager to get in this. Using the razor blade wisely and smartly, I'll show you how this is done. Well, yeah, see how it's pointed up and not into the package? See that? That's how you do it, kids. That's how you do it. Using weapons in a smart way. Oh, look, there's a letter. Let's read that first. Look at that. Nice handwritten letter. Howdy, Michael. Here's that Sum 41 record I promised you. I also included another LP. I'm not going to say what it is, actually, because I'll just show you first. And then we'll read that. I didn't even read what it was. I got to the next album, and I didn't look. Okay, look at this. The new Sum 41, a 2-album set, Heaven and Hell. Now, I think the idea of this is their last album. They are retiring after this tour. And I think the idea is that the Heaven album is more their pop punk stuff, their poppy stuff. And then the Hell album is more their metal infused brand of pop punk, if you will. So I've been waiting for this for a while. It's been in the making for a while. It just was released. I mean, I think a few days ago. And this is another one that I'll be doing needle drops on. And here you see it's black vinyl version. I'm not sure how many different versions there are of this. But there is the 2-album set, Heaven and Hell. Pretty great graphics. But how nice of him to send me this, right? I mean, it's so cool to get the record directly from the band, right? So there's that. And then here's the other album he put in. McCrackens. Anybody ever heard of this Canadian punk band? Now, he says here, debut record reissue from the McCrackens. I used to play drums for them under the name Tommy the Chicken. He was Tommy the Chicken. That's him right there. That is Tom Thacker of Sum 41 fame. I'm loving this. It's kind of rare, so I figured you'd dig it. Signed, Tom. P.S. Thanks again for the Devo Dome. I love it. My kid loves it too. Ha ha. I'm going to turn him on to Devo and start picking up their records. See, look, I have just influenced a rock star from Sum 41 to go buy some more Devo records. That's awesome. Well, Tom, in case you're watching, which I know you're not, but Tom, if you're watching or your family's watching or your friends are watching, this package is coming to you soon, my friend. Just look for this in the mail sometime soon. This is a little record and some other stuff I wanted to give you at the last show I saw you at, but I forgot to hand it to you, so we're going to mail you that. But thank you for the rock and roll. And these will both be featured on a recent Vinyl Finds video, which I will be doing probably as soon as Tim leaves town. I'll get that done. Holy crap, that was fantastic. And handwritten letters, guys. Oh, look. And he wrote this on the back of some... this is like his work visa or something application for touring Europe. It's like one of the scrap pages he didn't need. That's great, man. Are you requesting a change to your personal details you have provided above? Sick scrap paper use, Tom. That's awesome. All right. Well, Tim, come back up here if you want to. Phil.
Yes, sir. And
viewer scary number. Now, Tim, what does that have to do? Can you tell me
Martin,
what that has to do with?
Martin says he has 2 McCracken records.
No shit. That's great. Do you like them, Martin? 37. Phil McCrackens. I don't know who that is. Oh, Phil McCracken. Maybe. I don't know. Just riffing there. I like the cover art.
Yep. If you haven't, anybody, we appreciate the thumbs up. And if you haven't, we would love it if you would, because Mike says it best.
Well, here's the thing about the thumbs up. It's not just an ode to Fonzie, if you're in my age group. And it's not just an ode to Tim's horrific, noisy house during live stream, but it's an ode to the algorithms that are in control of YouTube, basically. And so what it does is, if the video gets enough likes, I like to say that if it matches the likes of how many people we have viewing, then we're doing okay. So right now we're at 22 likes, but we have about 40 people watching. So we need to get that thumbs up, because what it does is it convinces the algorithms that we are content, we are content that's worth sharing with other viewers, which is why some new viewers come in every now and then. They said, hey, this came up in my feed. I thought I'd check it out. So that's the whole algorithm thing. We're just trying to trick the algorithms into thinking that this is content worthy to be shared. We're not lying to ourselves. I mean, we're not trying to live delusional. We know it's not worth sharing, but it's just fun to trick them.
Exactly.
Hey, Teenage Soul International, where'd you come from? Look at that little cute ghost. I remember I was dating a girl once that always called me Ghost. Ghost. She had a British accent.
Wow.
Hello, Ghost. We always just call each other Ghost. I don't know. It's a weird thing.
That was, I'm trying to remember her name.
No, Jeff, you got to go start another YouTube channel and then come back and leave a like. Ballsy. Cape Cod Ken, have you had the problem I had with eBay where a setting was set to not let anybody, one single buyer, buy anything within 10 days, more than one item within 10 days? Because you might want to look in your settings, because mine was set by default. I love the Eggs Alive record. You will love the album cover. I think Kiss. Oh, wow. I've never heard
I
that.
already love it then. Yeah, that's awesome.
People that have never experienced a Pilmer stream haven't had a glimpse of life or whatever that is.
Or been punished severely.
Tim's been punished severely here. Thank you. And it's all my doing. eBay's craze forked. Well, I mean, I just never, in 25 years I've had a store, I've never had people tell me that they were told that I don't accept more than one order from the same buyer in 10 days. That doesn't make any sense.
But Mike, like literally, this is the first time you've had a glitch. Like I've had them for freaking years.
eBay's always screwing up in some ways, but this is such a weird one that it was a setting. Why would you even have a setting blocking people from buying your items? It doesn't.
I mean, why do they punish people so they can't sell stuff so eBay makes more money? Like that doesn't make sense.
Here's the only thing I can come up with that makes sense is why they would do that. They set it to that by default so that tiny stores like us don't get the bandwidth. They don't get their items out there, and they give that bandwidth to the stores that really make them a lot of money, sell high dollar items. And they blame it on us. Oh, because you had that setting set. Well, they set that setting for us so that it limits the amount of people that could see or buy our items. And for some reason, maybe that gives more room for the big dollar stores to run. But I'm just thinking there's something nefarious.
They wine and dine the big stores. I don't believe that's it. I think it's literally because they allow AI, also known as the bots, to do most of their work, and they've been screwing it up forever. So I think that's what's up.
You call that work?
No, it's bots. They're not anything or anybody.
Well, you know what? It still makes me money every month, and it still helps pay the bills. And I love.
I mean, yeah, but like,
I absolutely love shopping. I absolutely love shopping for the stock. Right? It's really fun to thrift for that stuff.
Yes.
They really no. You no. Yeah, no, they don't let you give your email. I mean, I've found ways around it, but if they even see you type a name and then the actual dot.com, spell it out, they won't let you do that. They won't let you type the words FB, the letters FB together for Facebook, because they don't want you to contact other people on Facebook. I've found a way around that though. If you type F space B, then it lets it through. So that's how I've made some.
Or the .com, I space them and it works.
It doesn't even work anymore.
Oh, I haven't done it in a bit. Okay,
if COM is in your email by itself, no go. I mean, even the words FB, the letters FB.
No, but I mean, like I would always do C**M.
Oh, okay. Well, that might work.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really tricky. But I do have to rely on that, like contacting people on Facebook, because sometimes their system is so screwed and it's affecting my sales. So I just take it off eBay and sell it directly to somebody on Facebook if I have to. But it's tricky, man. Write it on paper and send the pic of it. That's a good, man. I've never thought of that. T, that's good. Thank you for that tip. We should revert to money being traded. Cool and rocks. Well, you know what? It's basically what I do on eBay. I trade little physical items for money on eBay. But it does pay for at least a few $100s of bills every month. But on a good month, I could make $1,200 to $1,500 profit on eBay, which I was doing at the beginning of this year until I went away on tour in May. But I'm building up to that again. And thank you again, T and Record Man 1961, for helping me out this last few months with your.
And I just want to jump on that comment. It's like I used to sell so much more. Like literally, my sales had dropped 90%, and you never know.
T, I can't accept those because that's your game, man. That's like me saying, here, take a bunch of my graffiti stickers and stick them. No, that's your game. That's your deal. I don't want to embark on that. And I'm not really comfortable sticking butthole stickers because I don't want to look at them. I'm not a fan of buttholes. So it's like, I don't want to see them that much. I don't want to have them in my pocket. If I'm found dead somewhere and they look in my pockets and they find 500 butthole stickers, that's not the kind of legacy I want to leave behind. But T, it's great for you. T went to Las Vegas with 500 butthole stickers, and I was with him for maybe 2.5 days. 2 days, really. He used them all. He used 500 butthole stickers. And he put them in such great places. He was so prolific with it that, pardon me, me and Jalen would be shopping in some store for a Red Bull or whatever, and we'd look and there'd be a 7-Up ad with a butthole sticker on it. We were like, oh man, T was here. So we started seeing his work pop up in the wild. I do not have, but you found the setting, right? Cape Cod Ken, did you find it? Like, how does that get checked by accident? Oh yeah, and nipples. I forgot about the nipples. I could maybe handle those, but
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
because
the thing.
eBay goes to fix something, and that's how it ends up.
I got enough of, see, I got these stickers I stick. I got the graph stickers I stick. I got severed limbs stickers I stick. I've got
The
so many
truth
stickers.
is, he loves them so much he doesn't want to give them away.
That's right. I just want to stick them on my own butt.
He just wants to hold them.
I want to have 15 buttholes on my butt. That's one
I'm
of
pretty
Tim's
sure you
dreams.
probably have that.
I try to make Tim's dreams come true.
Oh God. Yeah,
Nip Nops. Nip Nops. That's Tim's new channel. Tim's new channel is going to be called Nip Nops.
Nopped Nips.
I found this thing, which, yeah. So how does it get checked without me checking it? That's what I'm wondering. Like,
no, why does it exist?
Why does it exist? Yes, 404. I don't know what you're referring to exactly, but yes.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it is so true.
15 buttholes.
No. It's not poutine, Cape Cod Ken. It's poutine.
15 would be great for the noise stream. Hit that like button. Thank you, Deadwax, for your service. Finally.
And you know what, Deadwax? It'd be nice if you hit it also.
That's not his job. He's not preaching to the same.
I'm asking him to.
He's not. What was the saying that the Subgenius used? He's not the kind of person he's preaching to. That's why he doesn't practice what he preaches.
Hey. Martin has comment down below, and that's awesome.
Martin has been. If you should go to check out his channel, Tim. He's been really. He wasn't a big Kiss fan until the last, I don't know, couple of years maybe, and he started coming around. But here's the thing, Tim. He listens to Kiss albums. Martin Jones, tell me what RPM you listen to him on. He doesn't listen to him on 33 and a third.
Oh my.
He has to speed it up a little bit. I think it's like 38 or something, but he listens to Kiss a little faster than they recorded it, and that's how he likes them. He doesn't like them regular speed. Unless that's changed, Martin, let me know, because that is one of them.
That's kind of cool.
That's one of the most intriguing things.
That wasn't the double platinum that I gave you the day you left Ohio, was it?
I don't remember that far back. My brain has been through so much.
When he was leaving, like we were best friends. We hung out all the time, and it freaking killed us. And dude, I was emotional that day, but I wanted to get him something, and Kiss just came out with double platinum like that week. So my mom hooked me up, and yeah.
Well, thank you for that, Tim. But what I was saying was Martin, one of the most intriguing
40.
Huh?
40 RPM.
That's right. He listens to all his Kiss at 40, not 33, not 45. So that's how he learned to like them. He didn't like them at the regular speed, but now he's getting all these Kiss albums and he listens to them at 40 RPM.
But Martin, that's one of the most sing them at that speed too. It's like, whoa,
you're on the right drugs. Now, but that's one of the most intriguing things I've ever learned about anybody in the vinyl community. And Martin does a lot of videos about his collection. And I wish that he would mention every time what speed he listens to the bands on, because I don't know if Kiss is the only one that he listens to it at a different speed, but I don't think it is.
Well, and Todd says he listens to Mother's Baugh on different speeds. Yeah.
Well, that works because it's instrumental, right? So that works. Right. But can you imagine hearing Kiss with the vocals a little higher?
I've never heard of anybody doing that at all. So yeah, I'm interested.
Martin Jones, I'm going to put your channel in the chat. Hold on a second, because I think it's so wild, and I think other people should go to your channel and subscribe. Okay, so hold on. Let me try to find it real quick. Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I'm not sure if it's somebody I should know, but Teenage Soul International said, I wonder if Jacques Dubronc is still around. I'm not sure who that is.
Where's that? Can you put it on the screen?
Yep. Bam.
Okay, let's see. Okay, here it is. Now, here is Martin Jones' channel. Martin Jones.
Hey, 404 had a good comment.
Thank you. I wish a lot of people would. I mean, if I could kill people with a musical overdose, there'd be a few people on my list.
And what better way to go? Jeez.
There we go, Martin. I knew there was something to it. Martin, I got to talk to you about that sometime, because I'm really interested in microdosing, not really tripping my balls off, but microdosing. So maybe you have some information about that you can give me. I listen to Mother's Baugh at all speeds at once. There's a lot of speeds.
Oh,
404.
remember? Hello, anti-scene guitarist or bassist, Malcolm. He did
Yeah.
that. Remember that album?
Well, he did something where he played every album at the right speed, but he let them get off. They would just get off track, and it was just layers and layers and layers of every album he owned, and it was just noise at the end of it, white noise. The Chipmunks on 78. That's like called gabbercore, I think. That's called gabbercore,
I have done that.
or happy hardcore. I think that it becomes happy hardcore at that point.
What about 15? My console stereo has 15 as a speed.
Chipmunks Kiss would be good, but I don't think they had enough money to buy the rights to that.
Yeah. And now the rights are going to be more.
They might now, since Kiss sold the rights.
Now I bet you it's going to go up now because it's going to be all business people. Nothing about music.
They're going to want that money. Fried, man. But I really love the way Martin dials in what speed he likes to hear bands on. Now, admittedly, I do listen to bands at wrong speeds, but it's only when I'm grading records for eBay. Like, for instance, I have a lot of these spoken word records that are how to be a successful businessman or how to remember people's faces or whatever. So I listen to those all the time on 45, or that's as high of the speed as I can get on my
how to microdose.
I listen to them in Spanish. Really? I got to see that, hear that, because the only version I have is an American. And
Mike, hold on. There's the one.
What was I talking about?
You were hang on a second. You were talking about the speeds.
Chipmunks. Fuck.
And the Kiss, Kiss not being able to, nobody could afford it. The rights.
Parrot Training. I was talking about listening to things. Okay, so spoken word, the Parrot Training album, I haven't listened to yet, but yes, I will listen to that on a higher speed just to get it over with, because I can hear clicks and pops and skips and whatever damage is on the record at any speed. So, but just to get it through, sometimes I'll listen to music at those speeds too, but most music I kind of just want to check out. Now, Elvis, I'll probably listen to that fast just to get it over with. I'm not a big fan of Elvis. In fact,
he does a lot of it fast. Right around that.
Yeah, it does exist, but it's not in the other language that he said. Spanish? I've never heard it in Spanish.
I've never seen that, but
it's called Chipmunk Punk. But no, Devo's on the Chipmunk. Is it Chipmunk Punk or Chipmunk Rock? I think Devo's on the Chipmunk Rock album.
I think it's the one with the bricks.
Yeah, maybe it is the punk one, but there's also Chipmunk Rock, and there's
punk because he's wearing blue and the bricks behind. Yeah,
but it's like they didn't even put a punk rock Devo song on it; they put a new wave Devo song. I don't know who. I don't know who Leland Sklar is.
To clean out the grooves, Randy. I don't know about all that.
Well, yeah, the faster you go, the more friction there is there.
No. That's why it has a diamond tip. There's no friction. No, that's not true.
Well, I mean, there's got to be something going on there.
There's not, unless you burn your needle out and you're destroying your record. Yes, then you will get
just generate more heat.
No, it does not at all.
Douglas, let me tell you something about some Beatles. Okay, so I don't want to say I'm not a Beatles fan, because their music, of course, is great and historical and classic and great and groundbreaking and all that stuff. But it was something I heard so much when I was a kid that I just wrote it off as the adult music, and it wasn't for me. But there's one Paul McCartney song that is my favorite, I guess, Beatles song, and you might want to check it out. It's called Temporary Secretary, and it's on his Paul McCartney 2 album. It's the most bizarre song you've ever heard by any Beatle, including George Harrison. And I know that George Harrison
listen to the album. It doesn't fit at all.
Exactly. It doesn't fit anywhere on the planet. And it's my favorite Beatles related song. And it's why I own the Paul McCartney 2 album. But yeah, so Temporary Secretary, listen to it, love it. And let me just tell you, there is a video, or there was a few years ago, on YouTube of Paul McCartney playing that song live way later, like within the last 10 or 20 years, live for the first time, and the one and only time he played it live. And it was pretty sick, man. It was pretty sick.
And you own that record because you have a good friend in Ohio.
I agree, Michael, with all due respect to Elvis' legacy and the music game. Yeah. Very true. Try it. He is the greatest session bassist of all time. Okay. Does he compete with Kajagoogoo's bassist? Because he's sick too, man. Bass legend. Okay. Yeah, temporary secretary is so good. 404 is down. I heard it. Oh, you heard it? I love that song. When I let Jerry Casale of Devo hear that, he said, man, that's some heavy Devo Eno damage, like Brian Eno Devo damage. Like he was so influenced, Paul McCartney, by what he heard Devo and Brian Eno doing at the time that he made his own version. Okay, I probably heard him for sure. I just didn't know who he was. Yeah.
And session players, man, like they were so great. Anyways,
he's a YouTuber too. Wow, that's cool. I'm gonna have to check this guy out if I remember. Studio. Boop, boop, boo, doo, boo. Now, if you like bass players, though, check out Kajagoogoo and also Duran Duran. Sick bass playing on those bands. And Duran Duran's, a lot of their bass licks are based on disco, but even more a little sped up and more rock and roll, but disco bass playing. I love some Duran Duran and some Kajagoogoo for sure. Now, does anybody want to do noise with us? If you do, and I'm thinking about our new friend who was lurking for a year and a half or so and is here. I forget his name. Gosh, Hugoster Toaster. If you're here and you want to do noise, let us know by typing the word noise in the chat. Anybody else who wants to join us on screen, and if you don't know, here's the rules. You can come on screen and make any kind of sound you want with any body part, any instrument, a pot, a pan, a cup of pennies, whatever you want to use.
Not any body part.
You can use any body part, but you can't show any body part.
Right. Right.
You can shit yourself and record it sound, but just don't show us that. But here's the rule. You cannot be on screen with just an avatar. You have to have the camera on. Doesn't mean you have to show yourself or any part of your body. You just have to have the camera on, focused on something, because I'm not a fan of avatars being on the screen. I think it's a waste of screen. So, Teenage Soul International loincloth news. Well, I haven't actually ever owned a loincloth, but I do own a codpiece that has been worn by Thor for many years in the height of his career. So that's the closest thing I have to a loincloth.
And Hugo responded.
Oh, Hugo, bless ye for being a creator, my friend. And if you would please figure out a way to send me a picture of what you're drawing at some point through social media, whatever. There's tons of ways to contact me. I'd love to see it, because look, man, I'm a big supporter of people who are creators, because there's a lot of people on this planet, most people who are probably 10% or less creators and 90% consumers for most of their existence on this planet. And for those who go off the beaten path and actually create something, whether it's drawing or making music or making a YouTube channel or making videos or doing anything like that, Hugoster, cheers to you, and cheers with a little alcohol here. Cheers. You can show body parts, but just not anything illegal for the YouTube scenario. Has to be advertiser friendly, so no dicks, tips, tits, asses, and genitalia, none of that stuff. See, Zuna, that's cool. And you could actually, if you pee in the right kind of receptacle, that can make some noise.
Is that creating, like doubly creating, or like do we
bodily functions don't necessarily count as creating?
Do we take a piss or do we give a piss?
That's up to you, Tim. I think you probably do both, based on your sexual preferences. Now, but I think, Zuna, you could draw. You could draw on screen and then piss into something that makes noise, like a tin bucket or something, and you could actually draw and make some noise for the stream. Okay, look, look, next week, Hugoster, Tim's going to be here in North Carolina in this room with me, and so maybe my friend Ann be, and if they can get involved in the noise right here in the room, that's going to be great, and I can guarantee we'll probably be drinking. So it's going to be funny.
I can guarantee you, I know what makes Ann tick.
Here we go, 404. Basically, no PP, no booby. Well, yeah. You can't show stuff that you can't show on a public street, basically. But you don't need to show your body parts if you don't want. Leave a piss. I'm going to leave a piss. You can show any body part you want. Just have to zoom in a whole bunch. Yeah. Like I want to see pores, skin pores. like one hair. I mean,
And,
it would be
yeah,
nice if you put some
I
kind
was
of
going to just
effect
take
on
it
it.
grosser, but I'm stopping.
Tim's not going to stop, dude. Once he gets
Oh, I
going,
just did because I was just going to make really gross comments, and that's probably not a good idea.
moobs usually get a pass, but they're the worst kind of boobs ever. Like that's the
Oh,
worst boobs to see
nobody wants
because that's just
boobs.
representing a sedentary lifestyle that I don't support.
It's representing food.
This is a good name for a channel. YouTube authoritarian trash. I love that. A tin can for the Tin Man fan. All right, 404 is riffing. Everybody, he's riffing.
Come
So
on, do
anyway,
that
yeah.
song in the noise.
Okay, I think we're not doing noise tonight. Because
I
in
think
5 minutes.
you might be right.
So for the next 20 minutes, here's what I want to talk about. There are
He's just going to talk 20 minutes straight. Y'all did it.
I could do it.
You did it. I was offering, but you guys did this.
Possible gigs coming up that I want to see. Bands touring. So, pardon me. Adrian, I think you asked, pardon me, earlier if there was any Dickies shows coming up in LA. Well, the one that I know about off the top of my head, Dickies are always playing in California. But there's one in November at the Whiskey. I want to say it's November 15th or somewhere around there. That's the one I'm trying to come see because I will not be working for Devo or anybody. I'll just be out there to see the Dickies and the work as far as taking photos and videotaping them. But November Whiskey, I'm planning on being in LA for the Dickies. I'm going to try to work it out.
And Mike, let me interrupt for a moment. Is that because I'm trying to remember? It's close to Leonard's birthday. Is that the birthday show?
I don't know. I just know it's November Whiskey. I want to be there.
I mean, it's been October before, but yeah.
Can't remember. So anyway, there's a band called Thra, Thra. Really great. I'm not sure if they're considered hardcore, but they're very hardcore-esque, kind of metally. Female singer. They rip. I saw them, I don't know, a couple of years ago. And they're great. They're touring. I can't remember the month, maybe August or something, but Thra is playing. And if you ever get a chance to look up Thra, if you like some very insanely energetic, noisy punk rock / metal stuff, Thra, Thra. That's who I'm going to try to see this year. Also going to try to see the Hives. I may get a chance to see them next month, but I'm not sure. Baby Metal is also touring again. They're going to play here in Raleigh at a club called the Ritz, which is not my favorite club to see bands at. And I would not buy a ticket to see them at that club because everything is so expensive there, drinks or whatever. I couldn't afford it, but I'm going to try to see Baby Metal in some way if they're touring. Also, the Soap Girls, my friends, who a lot of you people just love. A lot of you music aficionados love the Soap Girls. I love them, and they're playing Charlotte, North Carolina, I believe, in August. So I'm going to see them if they can get their visas worked out. Their visas are giving them some problems right now.
Yeah,
Carcass is playing in, I believe, October or November. I will be going to see them for sure in Greensboro, North Carolina, at least. Sum 41 is going to do the last part of their tour this year coming up. What is that about?
No, Ken made a comment. I'm just showing it to Ken.
Okay. So Sum 41 is doing some more dates later this year in America. I'm going to try to catch them. The Dickies, of course, November. Can try to catch them. And then there's this Hopscotch Festival here in town coming up in early September, and I want to see one single solitary band, Mutant Strain, in that. But next month, I am going to see Snooper and Mutant Strain in Asheville. I'm going to see Amyl and the Sniffers in New Jersey, and that's going to be fun. And other than that, I don't think I have any other shows planned, but every now and then I keep seeing bands that are announcing tour dates, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should screenshot those dates. Do I need to add more to my plate this year? I don't know. But this is what I struggle with as a music fan in 2024.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, because I already feel like I already have too many.
Really? That's interesting. So I saw Boingo in 86, and it was in Virginia Beach. I can't remember the name of the venue. Virginia Beach, 86. And wow, if I would have known, in 85, I was living in Charlotte, North Carolina. I didn't move to Raleigh until 86. So I would have not known the Ritz, or I would have not been coming to Raleigh. So that was before my time.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to do this for a second.
Now, wait a second. Now, Tim, we're talking, what did you just do?
It was the next thing. I was just going to answer it. Ken, like, no, the only BOC reels I have are like the introductions for concerts and stuff. You know, they're just the 5-inch reels. So, and sometimes 3-inch reels. So yeah, that's all I have in BOC. They never made a factory reel.
And here's this. You're not going to Pittsburgh to see Detention?
No, I'm not doing the Pittsburgh one.
Why
I'm doing
not?
the next one. What's that?
Why not?
Because I think I'm trying to remember what the date is. Because I think I'm going to be down in North Kakalaka.
Oh, really? That's when that's happening. Oh, okay.
No, it's soon. It's soon, and yeah, we're going to the one with Plain White Tees. They're opening for Plain White Tees.
You know, Dead Wax, I haven't heard from Biz in a while. I haven't heard from Aaron, so I don't know. He doesn't show up at the streams anymore. I don't know if he's streaming. Oh. And also, Miss U is not really around much anymore, so she was always the one to tell me about his streams.
Hey, now, Zuna,
Tim.
That's what I put up. I'm trying to tell you.
You got to relax.
While you're talking, don't do that.
I think that I've seen that recording from 86. Okay, if you have seen the recording of the show I saw in 86, please, for God's sakes, please let me know about it. Now, Cape Cod, you have done a thing where you've donated absolutely probably the least amount you could to get the clown going, to get under Tim's skin, because Tim hates this clown because it reminds him the first time he ever had sex. So here we go.
Well, and what you were commenting earlier, something about the top being cut off, I was thinking, yeah, maybe next week it will be.
Your legs will. You think MS is a motherfucker? Well, your legs will be broken. Your legs will be broken, and I'll use your head to do it.
Oh, you'll never find me.
Here we go. Are you ready for the Crochet Clown Disco? Are you? Because we're getting ready to go crazy here with
Let's Get It On.
The Casey and the Sunshine Band song, Shake, Shake, Shake.
Oh. I was thinking more like, sultry, but whatever.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Oh, shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Come on, Charlie, get it. Look at that toilet. You don't see a light up dollhouse toilet in the hand of Super Chat Charlie anywhere else on YouTube. And if you do, they're biting my rhyme. Look at that guy. Atrophied arm and everything. You can't get that anywhere else. That's content right there, you guys. And thank you for the donation, you sweet man, Ken. That $1.99 you made off that Bon Jovi cassette you sold. Thank you. Very nice of you.
Teenage Soul had a comment.
I love ELO and some Xanadu. ELO more than Xanadu. Xanadu was a little too pop disco for me. I don't know. It wasn't really the raw disco I've come to love.
It was way over the top.
Yay, second disco. Now, Zuna, I like how excited you get about the disco. If you'll do me a favor, Zuna, I want you to look up one disco band in particular. And this is a very early disco band. This band came out like, I want to say 74, 75, or maybe even earlier. And I think you'll like the name. It's Discotheques and the Sex-O-Lets. Look up them. I think they put out one album, maybe two, but I think I have one album by them. It's really good. Discotheques does not mess around. It's early disco. It's like,
and that's in Shrink, isn't it?
No, it's just in a sleeve. But no, that disco. It's a little different because it's not the electro synthy disco that later became known, like, Donna Summer was doing that. It was more like a real band kind of disco, but it was early raw disco, and Discotheques is off the chain. Yeah, Mariana, Discotheques.
She knows all the good stuff.
I was a teenager for Discotheques. Discotheques and the Sex-O-Lets. Already, I will check it out. Yeah, but it's really early disco. There's not a whole lot of synth or electronics in it, from what I remember, but it is raw party ass disco. And when you hear Discotheques, Sex-O-Lets, Sex-O-Lets, come on, let's get down. He throws a damn party, that guy. Like the Village People. That was before disco got really synthy. The Village People were more of a rock band, like guitar, bass, drums disco. Not a whole lot of synths, if any. Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't really common yet.
But I do well, come on, Village People were very common, but
No,
think
no,
about
I'm
it.
saying
Macho
since
Man.
in general.
Yeah, and
That's
genitals. Synths and
yes.
genitals. But yeah,
But nowadays
and
they're very
I
common.
love the synthy disco. I love the Donna Summer, that Giorgio Moroder.
Oh,
I
what
love
about
that.
Sylvester? Talk about Sylvester.
Well, Sylvester is a great disco too. Sylvester is maybe one of the very first, very openly gay disco artists, and he does some great stuff. He put a live album out that I sold on eBay. I should have kept. Next time I find it, I
And I
will
have
keep it.
one listed on my eBay right now.
Yeah. So Sylvester put out a live album. I forget what it's called, but at some point during the live album, he is talking to the audience between songs. And he says something like, "Here's my new song. And if you don't like it, I think you have your butthole where your ears should be," or something. He makes that statement about having buttholes where your ears should be because you don't like the song. I fell in love with Sylvester that day. So if you like disco,
And
look
he
up
told me,
Sylvester.
oh yeah,
He does some sick disco, and he does that great live album where he says somebody has buttholes for ears. Love that.
yeah,
Love it.
yeah.
Yay, gay disco artists. Yeah. I mean, yay, gay in general, basically.
I mean, they probably all are. Maybe I don't know because like that shit is great. Like
I mean, to think about it,
it,
Village People,
it's real.
KC,
Yeah,
Sylvester, Discotheques. I'm guessing he probably was at least,
I'm
these people
guessing
are
the
at least
Gibbs
bi.
too. The
They might not
Gibbs,
be
like
straight up gay.
hello.
They might not be straight up gay, but they're at least bi.
I mean, Gloria though, I don't know. I don't know if she was.
No, I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, I think most girls are bi, at least. Most girls I've dated. Wait, Patrick Crowley, archival reissues. I don't know that name off the top of my head.
It's not Crowley. It's a Cowley.
Oh, wait. Pet Shop Boys mentioned Discotheques. That's awesome. Wow. Yeah, I'm into disco, you guys. I got nothing against disco. I was never into disco sucks or disco is dead and all that stuff. Ever since I was a little kid, I've loved disco. KC, Village People, Donna Summer, that kind of stuff. Never had anything against disco because that whole disco sucks movement was racist and homophobic for the most part. And I was never that. So disco does not suck, you guys. I have 7 or 8 minutes left. Here we go. Zuna, shout out to lesbians from Lesbian, and I love old men. There should be a pride flag for that. Make a pride flag for me, Zuna, for my old ass. I might not be old enough. I think Zuna's more into 70, 60, 70-year-olds. So, but yeah, I think a pride flag for elderly men who love disco, who aren't gay. I'm not even bi, for Christ's sake. That's how I got gypped. I got gypped. I like to dance to disco. Well, that's what it's designed for, Adrian. So not a huge leap there. Now, if you like to dance to grindcore, that would be a little more, challenging. The Michael Pilmer pride flag. I mean, I don't know how much pride I should have, but I sure do love disco. Yeah, high energy electro is another offshoot of disco. I mean, disco started a lot of styles of music, that became a thing. Electro and high energy stuff sells really well on eBay if you find the right stuff. There's a lot of good early electro that had the early voice, what is it, vocoders or Jesus, there's those goddamn noises again in Tim's house. So off brand. So off brand. Here I am with Cats Not Kids and music plus art plus cats equals life. And here comes Tim with his damn dogs. His damn dogs and his Eminem album. My life. Anyway, we got 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh. On. On. I want a cat pride flag. That's right. Or maybe just cat's religion. Maybe a cat crucifix of some kind. Although I would never crucify a cat. They don't deserve that. Crucify a human in a minute, but not a cat. Please, don't crucify cats. Make a flag about them. So here's to cats. Here's to gay and bi people. No cheers to the horribly straight people like me. God, what a disease that is. Mm. Here comes Tim after he beat his son's ass.
Oh yeah.
That's how you got to treat those children.
Straight? Yeah, no. It's like you ever see him walk? That's not straight.
Yeah, I try to fake it, but it's not happening. I feel like a cat religion already exists. Well, it does, but there's really no Pride Month for that. I'm proud to worship cats.
There be. It's simply a power thing. It's like it's all intelligence.
You don't worship cats as a religion, Tim. What are you talking about? Are you saying you're dumb? Cats. You're saying you're dumb. Your religion is not cats.
I love cats. I love dogs.
It doesn't matter if you love them, but you don't worship them.
And you know, guys, like
I do.
Everyone here knows, my dogs are much kinder than this guy over here.
Your religion is not cats. Let's get that clear right now. Let's clear that up.
Hey, Camaro.
Your religion is off-brand. Your religion is off-brand with this channel, Tim.
She is shocked at you. Just turned 20 years old and you're dissing my cat.
But you don't worship.
All right, buddy. All right.
The cat is just a pet to you. It's just a dependent to you. Okay. It's not a god. Tim gets really weird when you start talking about religion and stuff. So, but let's talk about religion for the next 3 minutes.
I didn't know I was talking about religion.
Look, weak behavior, Tim. You have to fully praise every cat. No baloney, Anzalone.
I'm saying this guy don't.
New baloney, Anzalone. Haven't seen you in a minute. Hey, nice name, of course. And yes, you rule. Now, this is true. I know T does worship our feline overlords, and I appreciate that. We should go to church. Yeah, you have to fully praise every cat, Tim. You can't have other gods.
Gone to church.
You can't have other gods, Tim. Tim has other gods. Stop.
Oh, I've got a lot of them. Got a lot of them.
You don't. You talk a big game, but you only have one, and it's weird.
Dude, like, obviously, corgis are one of them. And
you don't worship corgis.
Dogs.
You do not.
Cats.
You don't.
Then there's, it's like, yeah, I lose control.
Tim is sick, and he believes things that are weird, so we have to get him out of that. We have to get him out of that zone.
Now I kind of like where I am.
Well, you don't love it, though, and that's why we have to make sure you love where you are. Teenage Soul International, cats, not kids. That's right. That's another way Tim's not on brand. He had a kid.
And I actually...
he's totally off brand.
Kids, cats, dogs, and every other animal that you can...
No, you have to boil it down to cats.
No.
You're off brand. I'm just telling you, you're off brand. Look, now, if I could find somebody to be my wingman here who was actually on brand, I would consider it. I need a satanic cat worshiping. I need
that one of his cats like me better than him.
That doesn't matter. I worship the cat.
It does to me.
You're trying to segue the conversation off of your belief system.
I love that.
That's okay.
I love that.
People know they can see through. They can see through her.
And when she does it, I love it more.
Dogs are cool, but they're not gods.
They are absolutely gods.
Look, I tell you what, the romantics are cool, but they're not gods.
They're not gods, but they are very cool.
You get a talking cat as your wingman. Can you provide that, Hugh Ghoster?
Dude, come on. We will super chat. Everyone will super chat like crazy.
I boil my cats in worship.
Ooh, that's a little rough.
I submit my resume. You are pretty much on brand, T. Pretty much on brand. Is this a butthole friendly space? Well, stickers, yes. But you have to, can't zoom in too much on them. Hey, my buddy Weird Paul. Speaking of that, I do have an interview of Weird Paul that I did, I don't know, a year or two ago on my channel, if anybody's interested. I'm a longtime friend of Weird Paul. We met back in I think it was 90 or 91. I saw him in a concert down here. Of course, he's a Devo fan. I'm a Devo fan. We connected. We became pen pals before the internet. And I knew him when he first got his driver's license. He was well into his teens, if not 20s, when he got his driver's license. I knew him back when he was married and had a really weird existence, that guy. I still have all his letters he wrote me. But Weird Paul is the real shit. Weird Paul is not an act. He's not a brand that he has to adhere to. He is him, and he is great. And he is actually, I'm going to say, weirder than Weird Al. And in a true way, although Weird Al's great. I'm just saying, Weird Paul, I would recommend. And thank you, Deadwax. And I don't do the Twitch thing. I can never figure out Twitch. Mike, did ever buy Flipside vinyl with? Oh, yeah. I have one of the one or two of the flip side vinyl comps. I want to say it's volume 1 and volume 2. I have volume 1 and volume 3, something like that. I've had them since I was a teenager. This is why therapy is for me. Two old men whose frontal lobe isn't developed arguing over cats. It's not arguing over cats. It's arguing over religion. Everybody argues over religion. That's what people do. That's why people leave Facebook. I can't stand it. People keep wanting to talk about my religious beliefs, which I'm not even sure are right, and they make me feel weird about it, and I got to leave Facebook. And they keep talking about my politician like he's an asshole moron, and I just don't even know if I can accept that because that means I'm an asshole moron. I got to get off Facebook. That's the people who leave Facebook. The people who are always posting bullshit about their depressing lives, they have to leave Facebook. Cool. I'm going to watch that Weird Paul interview. Please do, No Baloney. Let me know what you think. It was like connecting with an old friend after many years. So it's cool. Tim, you just stay muted. That's great. Television is cool, but I'm not sure if you guys are into jam bands. Now, look at here. Let me tell you something about jam bands. I'm not really big into Fish. We're a little late here. We should have ended by now, but whatever. I'm not really into Fish or Grateful Dead or anything like that, or Hootie and the Blowfish. I would consider those jammy bands. But I did go to a Dave Matthews Band concert once because I got in free because a friend of mine ran video and lighting for them. And I got to say, it was the one concert where I felt like I could talk to people in the audience and not be offensive to the band because it was like background music. Like jam bands are like background music to a social event. So you're able to talk to people and party.
But some's good and some I don't care for. Hey, check it out. Cammy's here.
Cammy, what's up? Another creative artist.
See, Cammy, we did it longer just for you.
There is no argument. Cats are life. See? There's no dogs involved in that statement. Or kids.
Cats are life.
But there's no dogs or kids involved in that statement.
Dogs are life.
You can't have it all, Tim. You have to have it all. Boil down your religion to one.
My cat.
No false gods. No like false gods.
We are all one.
No false gods, asshole.
And see, the problem is, like, I guess my cats and dogs have made me a god, and Mike just wants to get there. And
Zuna has some advice for you. Unfortunately, Zuna, your advice comes way too late.
Yeah, Zuna, I'm a cats and kids and dogs and snakes.
Adrian,
and
we're not saying dogs aren't cool. You've said this multiple times. Dogs are cool, but they're not gods.
Oh. Hey, Amina, check her out. Hello.
I'm doing it, Tim. Breakfast King, what's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
I'm glad I hung out for an extra 2 minutes to see you pop in here, but we're going to end soon because that's just what we do. We end around 9.
And Amina, and we're talking about cats breakfast. But Amina, I love that, and I want a picture with all 12 cats in one photo.
My false god worshiping breeder friend Tim is going to be here next Thursday for a live stream in this house, and he won't be able to escape my accolades. So
I'm bringing all the I'm bringing the silver spike, the silver bullets, everything we need,
and holy water. Don't forget that.
For that I think I need the extremely unholy.
It's an extremely evil dark side. I mean dork side. Household you're going to come into, Tim. So bring the holy water, bring your crucifix.
Never been there before. And guys, it's much worse than we, let on.
Cammy, I hate the airport, but I love traveling.
Hey, Zuna. Oh, damn it, you did it too.
I did it before you, and you just need to relax.
Whatever. No, you miss good shit if I relax.
If Tim did his own live stream and I was his wingman, I would do what he does to me all the time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's like.
But he will never do that because guess what? Tim is not a creator.
I was going to say, would people enjoy me putting you down? And I thought about it. It's like, yeah, they probably would.
I'm not putting you down. I'm just saying the truth. Bye, y'all. All right.
That's awesome, Nina.
Cheers. Here we go. We're out of here. I don't know if Biz is streaming. If he is, go check out Mr. Bizarro. He always has good music. And thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. Tim, I'll call you in a minute. And
thank you for coming. And I'll see you guys from North Carolina next week.
Next week he'll be here. All right.
Great weekend, guys. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Here's a little extra light up toilet from Charlie, and we're going to end this stream with me drinking a little something here while Charlie gives you a little free toilet experience. Charlie is really working hard. Thank you for your service, Charlie. Thank you, guys. Everybody, next Thursday we'll be here, same time, same place, same ridiculous waste of 2 hours, okay? Bye-bye.